Today in our class we will discuss about rivers of Oceania and climate of Oceania. Okay, so let's start. First, river of Oceania. You know, Australia has a vast hot desert. More than 65% is covered by sand and sand dunes or rocky waste. Here rivers are small and most of the rivers are rain-fed. And the Great Dividing Range act as a great water parting. So the river of the eastern slope are very short and swift flowing, and most of the river flow eastward and drain into the Pacific Oceans. And most of the west flowing rivers are rivers of the inland drainage. So here we first discuss about the Murray-Darling River. Murray-Darling River is the principal or the main river of Australia. Okay, and Murray-Darling River rises in the Australian Alps near Mount Kosciuszko, and the Darling originated in New England Mountain. It's flowing southwestward and they meet near the New South Wales Victoria border, and from there they flow as the Murray-Darling towards the southwest and then enter the sea through the Lake Alexandrina. Okay, and Alexandrina, what is that? Alexandrina is a shallow lagoon almost separated from the oceans by a sand spit. And now we will discuss the Murray-Darling is the longest river of Oceania. You have to remember that one. Okay. Here some name of the chief tributaries are Lachelan, Murrumbidgee, Goulburn. These are the chief tributaries of Murray-Darling rivers. Okay, and the Murray rivers is a snow melt water from the Australian Alps, and it has the perennial flow of water. And another one, Flinders and Roper drain into the Gulf of Carpentaria. Okay, you have to remember this one also. You have to remember some others rivers name, like on the west coast the major rivers are the Victoria, Fitzroy, Murchison, Swan. These rivers are flow into Indian Oceans, and the Lake Erie Basin is a region of inland drainage. Small rivers drain into this lake regions like Cooper, Erie and Diamantina rivers are the inland rivers. Okay, and Waikato is the longest river of New Zealand. You have to remember this one point also. It rises in the Benmore Lake and drain into the Pacific Oceans. Fly is an important river of Papua New Guinea, and it rises from Victoria Emanuel Range and it's drain into the Gulf of Papua. Here so many lakes are also there in the middle and the west Australia, and they are mostly dry and salty in nature. Like example of lakes are Erie, Mackie, Wills. These are the main lakes here. And the lakes of New Zealand are mostly glacier originated. Like you have to remember the example Tuapo. Tuapo is the largest lake of New Zealand. Okay. Now we discuss about the climate of Oceania. The Oceania lies in the southern hemispheres. Okay, so here you see the opposite type of climate in the from the northern hemisphere. Okay, here in Australia the summer season is from the December to February, and winter season is from June to August. Okay, here some important controlling factor of climate in Australia you have to discuss. Number one, latitude extensions. Latitudinal extensions mean, you know, Australia lies in between 10 degree south and 40 degree south latitude. The Tropic of Capricorn cuts and land into the two equal part, placing the northern half in the warm tropical zone and the southern half in the cool temperate zone. Okay, and number 2 point is shape of the land. Australia is compact, a block of land. No part is broken. That's why oceanic influence seldom reach the interior. Number 3 point, ocean's current. The cool West Australian current flowing into the west coast and make the Australian part dry, and it contribute much more to the formations of desert on the Western Australia. So you have to remember this point, the maximum desert is only formations because of the ocean's current. And number 4, positions of mountain. Lying on the east coastal part of Australia in the north-south directions, the Great Dividing Range prevent the entrance of the moisture bring winds. So that's why vast western plus part lies there as a rain shadow regions of this mountain. So these also reasons for the formations of desert. Distance from the sea, the interior part of the Australia remain far away from the sea, so that's why receive the little maritime influence. Okay, and the last one, that is a prevalence wind. It is very important. The prevalence winds over the Australia are the northwest monsoon, southeast trade and westerlies, and they exact profound the influence of the climate of this land, that means in Australia. Okay, now we discuss about the temperature conditions and in summer and winter seasons. In summer, you have to remember summer season, that means December to February. So in Australia in summer season, there are maximum temperature is 70 degrees centigrade to 29 degrees centigrade, almost the whole of the Australia, and average temperature is 23 degrees centigrade. Okay, in the north of tropics of the Capricorn, temperature goes above 26 degrees centigrade, and the interior part, particularly on the desert, semi-desert areas, temperature rise over 35 degrees centigrade, and southern part experience little lower rainfall, lower temperature, like it is around 17 degree centigrade. And during winter the whole Australia experience temperature between 22 degree centigrade to and 8 degree centigrade. The north of the Tropic of Capricorn recorded an average temperature and it is above 20 degrees centigrade, and the southern part show the temperature between 15 degrees centigrade and 8 degrees centigrade. The regions of the south of Tropic of Capricorn record average temperature of less than 8 degrees centigrade, except the elevated mountain part where the snowfall occur. Okay, now we discuss about the rainfall conditions. Rainfall varies sharply from place to place, like low rainfall areas near the half of the Australia receive a low rainfall of less than 50 centimeter. Okay, and large area in the center gets scanty rainfall and less than 25 cm. That means here the hot desert located in this region. And a moderate to high rainfalls region, maximum rainfall get north tropical regions is maximum 100 cm, and it comes in the south summer seasons under the influence of the monsoon, and winter generally dry. And the east coast of Australia, great rainfalls 100 centimeter above 100 centimeter the same throughout the years, but rainfall decreases toward the west coasting crossing the mountain range, because that regions is in the located in the desert regions. And next, moderate winter rainfalls area. The southern coastal part of Australia receive the winter rainfall under the influence of westerlies and experience the Mediterranean type of climate. Here example is Tasmania gets rainfall all through the years owing to the influence of westerlies. Okay. Now we discuss about the climatic regions of Australia. According to the temperature and rainfall conditions, Australia may be divided into the 6 climatic regions. Number 1, the equatorial climatic regions. This type of climate is characterized by the high temperature above 28 degrees centigrade and on average heavy rainfall about 200 centimeter throughout the year. And this climate is found in the island of Malaysia, Micronesia and Polynesia. Number 2, the tropical climatic region, that means monsoon climate. It is hot and humid. Rainfall mainly occur in summer, and the eastern and northern part of Australia enjoy this type of climate. Number 3, the hot desert climate. It has wide range of temperature and scanty rainfall. Summer are extremely hot and winter are extremely cold. This type of climate prevails all over the western and the central part of Australia. This is the hot desert climate. Okay. And the fourth one is the eastern margin warm temperate climate. It has the rainfall from the trade wind during the summer and from westerlies in winter. Summer are hot and winter are cold. So it is the similar to China type of climate. It prevails along the southeastern coastal margins of New South Wales. Number 5, the Mediterranean climate. It is characteristic by the wet and the wind, mild winter and dry summer. Rainfalls are caused by the westerlies and it occur along the southwestern and southeastern coast of Australia. And number 6, the cool temperate oceanic climate, but British type of climate. It has mild cold winter and mild summer with the moderate rainfall all the years round, and it occurred in southeast Australia and Tasmania. New Zealand also enjoy this type of climate. Okay. Thank you everyone. I hope you understood. If you have any questions or the queries, please let me know. Thank you.